Stunning developments in a case shaking the medical community. Just hours ago, a former Bridgeton pediatrician, trusted by families for decades, admitted to crimes that betray that trust. Those crimes include trading pain pills for sex acts and cash. 5 Minute Side's Brent Solomon is live outside the federal courthouse after sitting in today's hearing. Brent.
Well, Kelly, today's hearing inside of this federal courthouse behind me, closing the window on a more than year-long criminal case, but opening new revelations into the pretty despicable crimes here. When asked if he's sure he wants to admit guilt, Dr. Craig Spiegel paused and then said, "Yes, sir."
Justice is served.
69-year-old former medical doctor Craig Spiegel admitting in federal court Thursday he issued controlled substance prescriptions, oxycodone and hydrocodone, to multiple women he knew because he was their pediatrician when they were children, all in exchange for sex, nude images, and or cash.
Abusers should be held accountable for their actions. And it starts with us.
That from our interview with one of the alleged victims last year, months after Spiegel had been indicted on 25 criminal counts. His guilty admission on 3 of those counts means the remaining will be dropped. He pleaded guilty to distributing controlled substances and making false statements on healthcare documents about his bogus prescriptions, which prosecutors say defrauded Medicare and Medicaid out of more than $114,000.
Physicians have an obligation to only prescribe controlled substances to individuals when the medications are medically necessary and in the usual course of professional practice.
Federal prosecutor Amy Sestrick tells me the former doc continued his scheme, knowing at least one of his victims had a substance abuse problem, putting her at risk of overdosing.
When a physician knows that a patient has a substance use disorder, they have higher obligations, and in this case, they were not only ignored, but taken advantage of.
Spiegel faces up to 20 years in prison on the most serious charge. He's due for sentencing in 3 months. Live outside the federal courthouse, Brent Solomon, 5 on your side.